The San Francisco 49ers have made a series of roster moves, starting with a new addition. The 49ers have signed cornerback Derek Canteen to a 3-year deal. He is an undrafted free agent out of the University of Cincinnati, standing 5'10", 193 pounds. He appeared in 54 games, which included 40 starts over 6 years at 3 different schools. He actually started at Georgia Southern University back in 2019. He stayed there until 2022, but he then transferred to Virginia Tech in 2023, where he just stayed 1 season, where then he transferred to Cincinnati to play out his final year of his college career. And actually, one of the cool things about that transition was he was voted a team captain with Cincinnati before even taking a snap. But the San Francisco 49ers also made a corresponding move by releasing safety Quindell Johnson, who was kind of like a late addition at the end of last year and early this offseason. So let's learn a little bit more about the 24-year-old out of Georgia. Over that time and 54 career games and 40 starts, he recorded 204 tackles, 32 pass defended, and 9 interceptions and 7.5 tackles for loss. So pretty solid. And in his final season in 2024, where he appeared in 12 games, he had 44 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 5 PBUs, and an interception. Also added a forced fumble. So pretty active, all things considered, when you look at what he was able to do in Cincinnati in his final year. Again, he came from Virginia Tech the year before, where, Virginia Tech was one of the best teams on, giving up first downs allowed or lack thereof, and passing defense, where they ranked 4th. So he played a good amount of snaps for them. Only 3 starts with Virginia Tech in 2023. But again, when you go back to what he did with Georgia Southern, he was an all Sun Belt honors in 2020 and 2022. He was a 2020 freshman All-American, and he played in 29 games, making 25 starts with Georgia Southern. He was tied for the FBS lead and set school records with 6 interceptions in 2020 with Georgia Southern. So he's had some pretty solid performances and some situations. He did deal with a season-ending injury in 2021. But again, for the most part, he's been pretty productive as a player. He was ranked the 268th cornerback in the country when he was coming out of high school, 207th player in Georgia. So he wasn't a, crazy high recruited guy, but when you kind of look at, some of the stuff that he's able to do, he seems like a pretty solid athlete. He seems like a guy who can go up, go after the football, get interceptions. And again, I thought it was really cool that he was voted a team captain with Cincinnati before even taking a snap. Obviously, one of the things, with the current state of college football is you get guys who have been in college for a long time. So, I mean, this is a guy who has spent 6 years in college, spent a good amount of time, and in doing so has been able to, get a lot of experience. And I think that's where the leadership qualities are developed. I think that's where the maturity is developed that led him to being a team captain. So I think this is an interesting addition. I'm curious to see, obviously, what the future holds. There's no guarantee that he's going to make the final 53-man roster. But again, we've seen UDFA's signed make impacts for the San Francisco 49ers. So this is the second UDFA that they have signed to a 3-year deal. They signed linebacker Stone Blanton to a 3-year deal just not yesterday, I think it was. So he was in on a tryout basis during rookie minicamp. The San Francisco 49ers saw enough to sign him. And hey, we'll see what he can do for the 49ers. But first impression, I like it. I'm excited to see more of this guy and see what he could do. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.